Hey everybody, Ginger Lumen again, back to have another speaker spotlight, this time with Cissy White, who works with us with ACEs Too High. Yes, I didn't clarify that.
ACEs Connection and ACEs Too High, so both, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You're joining us from Massachusetts today, and you're going to be coming to our Bridging to Resilience conference that's held April 23rd, 24th in Kansas City. And we are so happy that you're going to be coming and running a session with us. The session is it's called Trauma-Informed Change is for Everyone. And it's about growing resilient communities.
Yes.
What brings you to that topic? What surrounds you? What's your passion with this?
I am so excited about this, and to be honest, I'm a writer, and so sometimes public speaking makes me nervous, but on this topic, I am really excited because, at least for me, I came to community organizing, and I didn't come as a professional or as an academic. I came as a mom and a trauma survivor, and when I came into it, I was like, oh, you're not really supposed to show up that way. You're supposed to be like an educator, or it's supposed to be very professional, at least in a lot of spaces. And I was like, I didn't have that professional credentials to hide behind. And in a way, it was intimidating, but I also feel like now that's a gift because I just came and I'm like, I'm here because I'm a trauma survivor. It's really relevant to me. I'm here because I'm a mom and I'm trying to parent differently than I was parented. And my partners in that sometimes are mental health, sometimes are neighbors, sometimes are friends and family, a lot of times are schools. And that's how I was showing up. And then now I do this work professionally, but I always say that because I feel like that sometimes personal and professional divide gets, it obscures it. Like we act like we the ones talking are talking about other people. And I feel like because I came to it personally, I can never say them. Like I'm always an us. And I think we all are. I think we just don't always say that. And depending if we've had a professional background where it hasn't been safe to be like, oh, this kind of affects me too as a person, not just as a job, or because I live in this community and I am in this community, not just because I work here. So that's what I want to just kind of go in, owning that and embracing that and inviting people to show up in this work as all of the things they're coming as, which is a mom, a sister, maybe a trauma survivor, or at least, or someone who loves or is caring for a trauma survivor, as well as a voter, or someone who's marginalized, or someone who doesn't feel welcome in the community at all. And then kind of like inviting and encouraging ourselves to those spaces, and then inviting and encouraging others as well who might not feel like they belong or might not feel like we belong. So that is really what I want to do. And then the second piece of it is tools. Like, okay, let's demystify it a little bit, what all this community organizing means. You don't have to have a degree. Like ACEs Connection, I started working there because I found them online. I Googled them. Like I came to all this work through social media, not through an advanced degree program. Like I started learning about trauma, meeting other people online, connecting. And so I found ACEs Connection and ACEs Too High. And I was like, okay, there are tools and there's open platform places where people are sharing, and there's conferences where people are learning from each other and sharing like this worked, this didn't work. Here's a shortcut, all that kind of stuff. So I can also share some tools, like Jane Stevens started ACEs Connection. There's 160 communities on ACEs Connection, and she's kind of culled and said, okay, here's what we've learned about what does work, what doesn't work, and here are some specific tools. So I can bring that personal side, but then also, okay, here's some tools. You don't have to feel disadvantaged coming into this. We can go over sort of like what other communities have learned and are doing, and so people feel a little more like empowered.
Empowered. I'm so glad you ended there, because that's exactly the word I was feeling with this, is that you came in and just felt, you know what, this is important. And even though I don't have this background, that my voice matters, and to empower others to do that. So Cissy, briefly, when people leave your session, what are they going to walk away with? What are they going to be able to do or know or be as a result of this work?
I think they're going to have two things. They're going to hopefully feel like, I can do this. if I want to do this, or I think it's important, like I'm going to leave feeling like I can be a part of this. I can help get something going, and I can also do it being myself. I don't have to be a speaker. I might be behind the scenes organizing meetings. I might be the one who takes minutes. I have a role to play as I am, as who I am, as how I am. And like, that is one piece, like that's a gift, offer it. And you also don't have to try to be something you're not. And then two, they can walk away feeling like there's all this online resources and there's places to get support. You don't have to know it all to start. If you're passionate and you're interested and you feel like it's important, you're equipped to start. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to become an expert. You don't have to know as much as Jim Sporleader. And, like, he didn't know as much as he knows now when he started. Like, we're all journeying together, and we can learn from the other people who can share us, like they can be Sherpas to us and say, like, don't go here, go here. But just if you're willing and wanting to start, like, you're needed. Like, you're going to be able to contribute, and you're actually essential. And like, just hopefully people leave feeling like, and it's okay if you're just a mom, or you're only retired now and not connected, or like it doesn't matter how you're showing up, you have a contribution in exactly that, as a mom, as a trauma survivor, as a resident, as a retiree, as well as if you're a teacher or a cop or a firefighter. Like, we all have to figure out how to make it bridge the personal and private divide, because when we're talking about poverty and ACEs, it's personal. There's no way around. We're talking about how kids are learning and growing, and how parents are parenting and functioning and feeling. So it's personal.
Cissy, thank you so much for joining us at Bridging to Resilience, and sharing about growing resilient communities. Folks, if you're interested, it is April 23rd, 24th in Kansas City. You'll go to resilience.ESSDACK.org, and we'll see you there. Thanks, Cissy, so much.
It was so great to meet you. I can't wait to see you in person.
Hey. Bye.